Hi guys, so this video is going to be about writing an argumentative body paragraph. As you can see, we're in Schoology again. Remember, this is the materials section. You'll go into this blue argumentative unit folder, green argumentative writing folder, and I will be working out of the argumentative project packet, which is the really big packet that I gave you, and then again, the argumentative model on animal testing that we used in the introduction video. So the argumentative essay packet, I'm currently on page 7, and this outlines the different parts. Before I even go into this, I'm going to give you two different suggestions. The first one, when you do your research, I don't want you to come in with specific reasons. I want you to gather the strongest pieces of evidence and then sort them into different categories to create those reasons. And the second thing, write your body paragraphs first, before your introduction paragraph. Now, that might sound counterintuitive, but it's easier to introduce something if you already know everything about it. You already know the different nuances and specific details. So that's just a heads up, and it will give you, obviously, your thesis more clearly. But there are 4 parts to a body paragraph. You have your topic sentence, your evidence, your analysis, and your closing sentence. Now, your topic sentence is just like your thesis, but for the individual paragraph. It just presents what you're going to talk about. It says which reason you're going to talk about from your thesis. Your topic sentence may include your claim. It doesn't have to, but I'll address that when I get to the example. It should be no more than 1 sentence. There's no exceptions. It's 1 sentence. But you will mention the topic. So in the example that we've been using on animal testing, it should say something about animal testing and then just the reason. Next, you have evidence. So this is your proof, your factual evidence. This is all the research that you've been doing. I'm asking you to include a transition. You're not limited to these transitions, but if in doubt, feel free to use mine. Keep in mind, though, you don't want to say source 1. You'll actually give the title or the name of the author. And then quotation marks. So you're not paraphrasing, you are actually making sure to quote what the article is saying. Then you have your analysis. So it explains why your evidence matters. Who cares? Why did you choose it for this specific reason? It takes the guesswork out of your evidence for the reader. You don't want them wondering why. You don't want there to be any wiggle room. So again, we've got those transitions, and then it's 2 parts. So what's it mean? This is literal. Imagine you're explaining it to a younger sibling or to someone who has absolutely no idea what the evidence is about. Pretend they are stupid, honestly. And then deeper connection. So who cares? Why does it matter? It's that you have to hammer it into the reader's mind, why they should care. You want to make it unwavering. It's that deeper meaning. It's not the obvious. And then your closing sentence, which is exactly like your topic sentence in different words. So this is where a thesaurus comes in handy. You're looking for those synonyms. Keep in mind, you'll also have this graphic organizer. Just reminds you, feel free to use it. Again, it's in your packet, but it gives you each part. Now on to the example. So I've chosen the 3rd body paragraph. So if you're looking on, it'll be on page 2. Okay, so, sorry, I'm in the wrong one. Oh no, excuse me. I'm in the second one, my bad. Okay, I'm in the second one, it's on page 2. So in addition, animal testing should be banned because it's a waste of both money and animal lives. So animal testing, our topic, it's wasteful. So in our thesis, it talks about how it's wasteful. That is your reason. We are looking to answer how it's a waste of money and lives. In Cruelty Free International, the author explains the U.S. drug industry invests $50 billion per year in research with animal testing, but the approval rate of new drugs is the same as it was 50 years ago. Only 6% of 4,300 international companies involved in drug development have registered a new drug with the U.S. Food and Drug Administration since 1950. Now, we have 2 sentences. This is a longer one. Do not choose a piece of evidence longer than 2 sentences because it is really hard to paraphrase that. So we have our transition in Cruelty-Free International. The author explains. We have our quotation marks. The evidence we're going to explain in quotation marks. Notice this comma. You don't put a period. Period goes after the in-text citation. And then you've got that in-text citation. Now, what does this mean? Our analysis should come next. This is important because, which is one of those transition words that you'll find up here, right? The significant increase in spending has not allowed more drugs to be released. So you go back, does it answer this? Invest this amount of money, but the approval rate of new drugs is the same. So if the money was less here, they're spending more, but the number of drugs released, then that answers that question. So only 6% of 4,300 international companies involved in drug development have registered a new drug. This is a very small number based on a ton of money. So increased spending doesn't lead to more drugs being released. Okay? So that's what it literally means. Now, why does it matter? Continuing the strategy is no better than throwing money away. So why should we care? Because it's wasteful. It goes back to this, wasting money. Also, got that transition, Cruelty-Free International shows that despite the use over 115 million animals in experiments globally each year, only 46 new medicines were approved in 2017 by a leading drug regulator, the U.S. Food and Drug Administration. So that's our evidence. So these amount of animals are used, these amount of medications were released or approved. So this means that. That's your analysis transition. A significantly large number of animals lost their lives with very few new medications to show for the loss. So large number, we've paraphrased 115 million animals to mean that, and lost their lives with very few medications, so 46 new medications. So we have our topic sentence, evidence, analysis, evidence, analysis. Now we've got our closing sentence. So in conclusion, animal testing allows industries to carelessly throw away money and innocent lives. So carelessly throwing away is the same as waste. And that is our body paragraph review.